And welcome one, welcome all to another exciting episode of Tales from the Battlefield. Thank you for joining us today. I'm your host, Brahmin Fire, and today I have with me Tigga and the Lag Master himself. And also we have Swift recording in the background. He's going to be sort of the silent partner to us. But Tigga and Lag Master, glad to have you with us. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, Tigga here. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Feel free to
And
speak
I'm
up.
Black Master, and hello.
Don't be shy. I won't bite. I promise.
He says that, but
so
really
today,
he does bite.
Yeah, that's right. Today we're bringing you guys an episode from the tournament we actually ran today, and this match is between Lagmaster and Deagle, and this match took place in the top side of the bracket, the winner side, and apparently they had a real good game. Lagmaster's French, and Deagle is what is Deagle, Tigga?
He's Italian.
He's Italian, okay. So I know they both chose random for their faction, as they usually do. So the map is going to be Blitz, and do you guys either you guys have any thoughts on the game before we get started?
Blitz is often quite an interesting map because it's small and wide, so you've got quite a large front to fight over. You can get light and medium range artillery. You can shoot across most of the map, so it can be quite powerful. There's also lots and lots of towns, so if they get filled up with infantry, then you can get attacks coming to hinder your movement, and quite a few forests as well, so wooded units often become quite popular. There's not many safe depots. There's only one safe depot in your HQ sector, and the others are all a bit risky.
Yeah, well said. Absolutely. I totally agree. Lagmaster, how about yourself? I know you're playing in this game, but do you have any thoughts about going into this against
the thing
Deagle?
is, France is quite strong because it has quite good tanks, quite good AT, and I think Deagle was in a bit worse position with Italy, but he was playing still very well.
So what was your strategy, Lagmaster? What were you planning on doing coming into this game? You've seen you're playing Italy, of course, so what are you aiming to do?
I didn't play France much, but because I was playing RUSE a lot, I was kinda copycatting his strategy, which is armor base and artillery, and with that you can respond to much of the thing that the Italians could throw off. I didn't want to go straight to AT, which could be a good idea because Italians use their tanks a lot. But I thought artillery is very, very strong on this map, so 10 apiece artillery would be very powerful on this map, and I actually got a few kills with it, so...
Well, we'll see that.
I see, yeah. And Deagle's not the kind of player that you can ever underestimate, even though he is Italians on this map. He's a very good player, a very tough match always, so... See how Lagmaster addresses the Deagle. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get this game underway. I'm paused at 24:58, and we'll unpause in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause, 57, 56, 55, 54. So, I'm watching from the perspective of Lagmaster, and I see right away we've got a 1 depot start with an armor base, artillery. That's a 2 depot start, and armor and artillery.
Deagle's decrypted, but there's no camo, so there's nothing that his decryption is really telling him that he wouldn't otherwise know. He's gone for 2 depots, the same, and he's seems to be deploying 2 bases as well. That might be a 3rd depot. Yes, that's 3 depots, sorry. Now, I can see these tanks coming out, but because he's decrypted, you can tell with decrypted units that they're decoys, because when they come out, you see a massive arrow to the decoy sector, and there's sort of a style you can tell. So he should be able to know that these are decoys coming at him. But he's built an AT base anyway, AT base and a barrack.
Yeah, was your thought
So
to
early
try
on,
and, I was gonna lag. Are you trying to like make him think you got a lot more than you actually do here with these decoys?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or...
The decoys are quite powerful because if you don't address them and it turns out that the one was a tank, the actual tank, like you have a problem, you're gonna probably lose the depot, and there's very little you can do about it then. So decoys are a very good distraction, and he built AT, so I was like, okay, fair enough, just pop them out. Like I'm not gonna build anything heavy for a while. So he was like building an AT base, which is quite a waste of money for now. Because the only armored units
Lagmaster's
they
got
can
his
kill
third
is,
depot coming up, and he's using his artillery to kill the forward supply depot of Deagle. Now Deagle knew that he had artillery because you could tell from the decryption. He's sending M11s to try and take it out. It doesn't take too long for these artillery to take out the depot, so looks like
I think
it's
the
going down.
Panhard is gonna run into that AT gun. Yep. Gotta be careful. Oh, that's a dead
he's
Panhard.
routed it. No, he's lost visual on it,
did take out
and
that,
it's hiding in the town.
depot. Oh, nice micro there. Nice micro.
Yeah, so the depot's down.
lucky, but yeah.
But there's not much he can do to withstand these M11s. I mean, he's only got the artillery there. But he's now depot up. That artillery.
This might work. The M11 doesn't have a lot of armor. He's gonna root it with his artillery.
It's it.
Uh-oh.
But Deagle's fanaticized, so he's going to drive in with fanaticism. He's not closing up. He's not going directly in there. I suppose he's running from the Panhard. But with the other M11s following, you'd think this artillery's a bit on the edge. The other M11s are going to the side, to the flank, so they've decided not to try and finish off the artillery.
So Lagmaster's going to make a couple of bisses here to counter these tanks straight out of the barracks, and they'll counter them well. There won't be much they can do against the bisses. The bisses are a little bit slow though, so hopefully
So Lagmaster's got the early lead of 40 points to 10, but Deagle's rebuilding his depot. Now 50 points to 10. These M11s are blitzing on the flank.
I was quite annoyed with those little tanks and the speed of blitz bases, because they're just
blitzing to counter them.
Yeah. Eagle wants to even the playing field and take out one depot, just like Lag just did to him.
Yeah, it's important when you're trying to take out depots. If you park next to them, then the splash damage of someone trying to kill you will actually hurt the depot. So you don't actually have to shoot the depot. You can just sit by it. There it goes. As I said, he didn't actually shoot that to finish it off. It was killed by the Lagmaster's B1 bisses. So it's a good tactic to try. Is
fire to kill their own depot, basically.
Yeah. You don't get the points for it if they kill their own one. So it's dead, but Deagle's still only on 16 points.
Right.
Now Deagle is up a depot. But Lagmaster's rebuilding. He's rebuilding the forward one. I can tell because he's got decryption here. He's rebuilding the forward one, which seems an odd decision. You'd think the backward one would be more safe.
Right.
Well, the thing is, I knew that he doesn't have artillery yet, and I have bisses there, so I could actually put my bisses a bit closer to it, and closer to the front line, so it would be just a bit more aggressive with the tanks, rather than like having one or two tanks at the back defending that.
Well,
because he is definitely going to try it again.
Building the forward ones is often a good idea, because often later in the game you can't actually get them. So you're harvesting the resources while it's safe, and then you can get the back ones at your leisure.
Real good point, yeah.
So it looks like there's a big flank attack on the on Deagle's right hand side. So Lagmaster's left. There's lots of tanks pushing through. I don't know if they're decoys there.
Yes, they're decoys.
Oh, and they've just disappeared. So we've got 3 Semiventes coming out, and they will be painful, because Semiventes are strong anti-tank tank destroyers. 500 meter range.
They've got the range, 500 meter range. Yeah, that's where they can.
Yes, at this point I was like quite scared, because I didn't have much to counter tanks and AT at the same time. So I actually built an airfield to pop out some guppies, which are quite strong.
That's under camo, so Deagle doesn't know it's happening.
Ouch, there goes the artillery on the left side there.
Yeah. And we've got a push on the flank going for the depot.
It's funny how as Italians oftentimes you can make the tanks that come out of the barracks work for you the entire game. And sometimes you don't even need an armor base if you use them correctly. In conjunction with your tank destroyers like the Semivents.
I was running
Yeah,
low on
the-
cash
Ariana's
at
coming
this
out for
point.
recon.
And up go the planes. It's important to note these M11s are slower and generally worse than the armor-based ones, but you know, they're cheap.
Lag has no recon at the moment to see those tanks. That's the only problem.
He's got 2 fighter bombers. There's also Depot's gone down, but he's going to kill this depot that Deagle rebuilt. There it goes. So what's the depot situation like? It's 2 each, so they've got equal income at the moment.
Right. And they've each taken out 2 of each other's depots at the point.
Now Lagmaster's up on points, but it's worth bearing in mind that there's a big fight going on the flank here. These tank destroyers are closing in on the bases.
The Bisses and the artillery are all in trouble here.
Now, it's a good move to attack around the forest because you don't suffer from your lack of range, but he's just got so much more firepower.
Yeah. I
Tigger.
couldn't do anything apart from that. And I also made a very stupid blunder, which I built a fighter instead of Guppy by accident. So
yes,
that was a really bad move.
Is that depot going to go down? He needs a fighter bomber here quickly to take out this M11 before that depot goes down. I don't think he's going to save it.
No, he lost
It's gonna be
recon
close.
as well.
Oh, there it goes.
He can't see the M11 anymore.
So Lagmaster has a slight points advantage, but we've